Welcome back to Sorare Assist. Adam here, and today I'm going to be picking my MLB fantasy team for game week 2. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you've not signed up to Sorare MLB yet, sign up using the link below to get your 12 common cards, plus a star common cards as well that you get to pick. Okay guys, let's get straight stuck into it then. So as I say, today I'm going to be picking my team for game week 2 on the fantasy MLB. So we're going to go over to the upcoming then. So here we are. So I'm going to click on to the common all-star. We know the criteria for this now. It's common cards only. There's a few games as well to get through here. And we've also got the first game starting on the 25th of July. So this game week actually starts in 15 hours and 13 minutes at the time of recording. Decent prize pool as well. Some limited cards up for grabs as well for the podium finishes. Some top limited cards. We've also got tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 limited to win. And some common cards as well. Okay guys, let's go ahead and register my team then. So I'm going to click on register. Now starting pitcher then. So got a few options here. Now the pitcher only generally starts one of these. He'll only probably start one of these 3 to 3 games. So that's something to consider when picking a pitcher. They will only actually probably play one of the games in the game week. Starting pitchers don't always start every match. So we've got Corbin Burns here and Braxton Garrett. I think are probably my favourite options. Let's just see who these teams have got first of all as well then. So let's have a look at the Brewers first of all. So the Brewers have got the rookies first of all in the first game. So they're quite near the bottom actually, so that could be a decent matchup. And then they've got the Twins. Twins are near the top. And Twins are not far behind the Brewers, so they're a decent team as well. Then they play the Twins again, and then finally the Red Sox, which I think is in this game week as well. Oh no, it's just 3 games for the Brewers, so they'll only have. So they've got the Twins after the rookies game. So it doesn't look like Burns is expected to be the starting pitcher then for the Brewers in the first match. And there's no information on the next game here for the Twins, as you can see. Ashby is expected to start the next game, so I would have thought that Burns will start that game against the Twins. Now we've got Braxton now. We've got Braxton Garrett for the Marlins. Let's see what they've got coming up. So they've got the Reds, Cincinnati Reds. Now they're obviously not doing that great. They're near the bottom of the overall table, as you can see. But Marlins are not that great either. Then they play the Reds again. And again and again. So they've got the Reds. So they've got a good matchup actually. So Garrett will probably play one of those games as well, I would have thought. So it's a tough decision this. Now Garrett has been doing alright recently. He's got a season average of 19. But he has been playing some of the games, as you can see here on Sorare data. He has been playing some of the recent games and he's been on decent form as well. And they are playing the Cincinnati Reds as well. Well, as I say, near the bottom of the table. It's a tough choice really, tough choice. Obviously Corbin Burns is probably the better player overall. So I think I'm gonna stick with Corbin Burns. He was the star player pick that I picked when you get to pick your initial lineup when you sign up. You can't do that by using the below, of course. But let's go with, I'm going to go with Corbin Burns. He's got the general all-round better score, so I am going to go with him in the starting pitcher role. Right, so relief pitcher then. 2 options here. They've both got 4 games as well. I'm just going to go with Ellie Morgan, because he did start recently. Although it's probably just worth checking on the fixtures for these two, so I'm just going to quickly do that. So Morgan plays for the Cleveland Guardians. So they've got the Red Sox. We're very close to them in the table. They've got Red Sox, so they've got the Red Sox in all the games by the looks of things. So they've got 4 games against the Red Sox, so not an easy matchup there really. And the Kansas City Royals are playing the Angels. And again, not an easy matchup. So I think I am going to go with Ellie Morgan in that relief pitcher role there. That makes sense. Right, corner infielder then. So I've got 2 Cincinnati Reds players here. We know they've got quite a difficult fixture. We've also got Joes and Brew as well of the Chicago White Sox. So the Chicago White Sox are playing the rookies. Pretty close to them in the overall table as well. So they've got them every single game. So, but that's probably still an easier matchup than the teams that these two are playing. So I'm going to go with Abreu there in the corner infielder. Maybe I'll still use the other two as well in the other positions potentially. So middle infielder then. So we've got Maldonado here and Maguire. So Maguire obviously plays for the White Sox, but another thing we have to consider here is if they're going to start. So I'm just going to go back to Abreu and just check if he's going to start for the White Sox. I think this game is a couple of days ago, so I don't know if they're going to have the lineups yet. They should do. Should have the lineups already. Let's have a look. Yep, so he is looking like he's going to be starting. And is the fourth in line to bat as well. So this is another thing to note, guys, on Sorare MLB or fantasy baseball in general, that these predicted lineups are the predicted batting order as well. So that means that Anderson is probably going to bat first. This more than likely means he's going to get another chance to bat. So the people who are generally batting first will generally be the better players. That means that they're going to get more chances to potentially get more batting opportunities as well. So generally, the players that are higher up in the batting order generally score better. So there's something to bear in mind there, guys, when you are picking your teams. So anyway, so for this example anyway, Abreu is expected to start there, so that's good. And he's in the fourth batting order as well. So yeah, I'll stick with him there. So the middle infielder then. So we've got Maldonado and also Maguire for the White Sox. So let's just have a look at Houston Astros fixture there. So let's have a look then. So they've got the Oakland Athletics. So they're at the foot of the table. So it looks like the Astros definitely going to be a good pick in the upcoming game week. So they're playing the Athletics 3 times there. And then they're playing the Mariners. But I don't know if that's included in this game week. Oh, it is included. It is included in this game week. So let's just have a look at the Mariners. So the Mariners overall, yeah, they're still below the Astros, around mid-table. So yeah, so not an easy fixture, but a fairly decent one. I do want to check something else as well, because I've just noticed that the White Sox have actually only got 2 games. Let's just have a go back to this one then. So Naquin and Votto have actually got 4 games, and Abreu's got 2. Now that is something to consider here. Now, if I remember correctly, the White Sox didn't have the totally easy fixture. So I think it's probably going to be worth starting these 2, because they've obviously got double the amount of games. So they're going to be scoring points for 4 games potentially. So that's Naquin and Votto. So I do need to check that they're starting. So let's just have a look for the Cincinnati Reds. Votto and Naquin. So yeah, it looks like they're going to be starting the second game. And the first game, Votto... Oh, Naquin's not on this one. Votto is, but Naquin's not there in terms of expected to start this one. So that's interesting. But he is looking like he's starting this one. I don't know if he's going to get rested for this first game then, potentially. Let's have a look at see if we've got any more information on the fixture after that. Votto here. Again, he might get rested in that one as well. Right, okay. So it looks like Votto's starting every game, but Naquin may be rested. So I'm actually going to go with Votto in this slot here. Looks like he's got 4 games. That makes sense. And again, I think probably Maldonado is definitely going to be the pick. Astros have got an easy fixture. He's got 4 games as opposed to 2. But let's just have a look at the starting predicted lineups for the Astros. Make sure he is going to be in those starting lineups majority of the time, or expected to. Don't forget these are predicted. So yeah, he is there. He's on there for that one, and he is expected to be there for that one. So he's the catcher. So I don't expect that they'll get that knackered. They just sort of sit there, don't they, behind the batter. So Maldonado, yeah, this is looking good. And finally, let's have a look. Maldonado. So yeah, he looks like the pick to me. So I'm going to go with him in the middle infielder slot. So outfielder then. So I've got Joe Adele, and Naquin has come back as well. Now Joe Adele, let's have a look at him. He's not playing for the best team by the looks of things. He's playing for the Angels, but then they're playing the Kansas City Royals, who are also near the bottom of the table. So that could be a decent pick, actually. Now, Naquin would know that he might not potentially start all those matches. So let's just have a look at Joe Adele. He's not got a great season average, though, but if he's going to start all 4 games, he might still outscore Naquin overall if Naquin is only expected to potentially start the next game. So let's have a look at Adele then. So here we go. So yeah, he's going to be starting there as the right fielder. And he's starting this one as well, that's good. This one as well, so it's looking good for Adele here. Probably he's going to be the pick here, and is predicted to start that one as well. So we'll go with Adele in that slot there. Right, now we've got an extra hitter here. Now we know some of these names already because I've already been looking at some of the fixtures. The Quinn is not expected to start all of those games, as we already know, and obviously Abreu is a better scorer than his teammate McGuire, so I'm going to go with Abreu there in that slot. And the extra slot, I'm going to actually go with Braxton Garrett here. He should play one of those games that we've looked at, and they are playing one of the teams that are near the bottom of the table, so I think I am tempted to go with Garrett here. I don't think there was any other standout options really. McGuire probably, potentially, but look at his average, he's fairly rubbish at scoring. He's a catcher as well, don't score that many points. Tyler Quinn, as we know, he's not going to start all the games, so there's not really many other options, I would say. Got Sonny Gray here, maybe he could start for the Twins. But as we know, they're only going to get one game, and as I say, Garrett's been playing well recently. So I am going to go with Garrett here, actually, in that flex position. So, go with that. I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Let's go click into it just to remind ourselves. So I think that's looking pretty decent. So Burns as a starting pitcher, Morgan as a relief pitcher, Votto, Maldano and Adele make up the corner infielder and central infielder and outfielder. And I've also got Abreu in the extra batter slot and Braxton Garrett in the flex slot, which can of course be any position. So that's looking pretty decent to me. Hopefully does the business for me, gets another card in the gallery. So that was the only lineup I've got for this week. It'll be good when these other divisions open up as well. I'll probably be entering the All-Staff show on that one. I'm building a team for that one. And maybe even the Limited Pro as well. They'll obviously be opening up in August, I believe. So not long now until them ones open up as well. Okay guys, if you did like this video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're entering the MLB Game Week, good luck with your teams in that. If you're not signed up to Sorare MLB yet, sign up using the link below to get your star common card and also 12 other common cards as well, so that you can enter this tournament this week. Okay guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon.